Hi everybody, this is the investing teacher, high school science teacher, teaching others how to invest. In this video, I'm going to go over a new strategy that I just implemented in my own account. It is the Poor Man's Covered Call, PMCC. In this video, I want to go over the strategy, the positives and negatives to using Poor Man's Covered Calls compared to simply buying 100 shares of stock and then selling a covered call on that. And actual example that I use with Dropbox, it's ticket symbol DBX. So if you're interested, follow along with me and let's learn together. This is a new avenue that I'm looking into, so definitely give me some advice if you have any on this. Leave a comment down below. I respond to all comments, and let's get right to it. Okay, so quickly, why am I doing Poor Man's Covered Calls? Well, one of the main reasons is I have been only using a Roth IRA for all of my recommendations and all of my cash secured puts and covered call trades. Unfortunately, in my Roth IRA, I can't do Poor Man's Covered Calls, don't have the proper option clearance for it, which could be an issue for many of you viewers that are not able to get to level 3 options in Schwab, for instance. So this one is a way to do this on a regular brokerage account. Just an FYI, I opened a Thinkorswim account with just $50 in it. I asked for option approval at the highest level, and they gave it to me. So now I'm able to do Poor Man Covered Calls. And then I'm decided to add $2,000 into the actual Thinkorswim account. I'll be showing all the trades that I give in this channel, so definitely subscribe. I'll be going over all the trades I make, what happens to it, what positives and negatives and all that. And just curious how this is going to work. Definitely a smaller account, again, only $2,000. So I wanted to find a way to use that smaller account size to still use these option selling strategies that we use for selling covered calls. So let's go over some of the main facets of the Poor Man's Covered Call and an example that I just did on Tuesday, July 27th. Okay, so here is a Poor Man's Covered Call strategy. I left these notes in the description below this video if you want to take a look at it. So what is a Poor Man's Covered Call? Essentially, it's a way to own, in quotes, 100 shares of stock, and it'll cost less than buying the whole 100 shares of stock. When you do this, you can then sell covered calls on the bought call. Essentially, you're buying a call, and then you're selling a covered call at a future date. This is a good way to grow a smaller account because you don't have to actually buy the 100 shares of stock. You're simply buying a call out into the future that obviously will cost less than owning and buying 100 shares of stock. There is a time value to this position as well, so it's not going to be going on indefinitely like it could if you buy 100 shares of stock. But because it's using up less available money in your buying power, you could actually still sell covered calls. You make the same amount of premium in the sold calls, and then you could actually grow that smaller account possibly quicker than owning 100 shares of stock. So how do you actually make a Poor Man's Covered Call? First, you want to find a stock you'd like to own at a reasonable implied volatility. I think around between 20 and 60% is a good trend here. You don't want to pick stocks that dramatically increase and decrease in value a lot. You want much more stable stocks that you want to own. You don't necessarily have the money for buying 100 shares, and you could control what happens with the position if the IV is a little bit lower. If you're following my channel, you might notice I do a lot of high implied volatility positions for cash secured puts. In this case, I'm going to be working with different types of companies that have lower implied volatility because I want to make sure that the call that I bought could stay at a pretty reasonable price. You're going to buy a call that's at least 6 months out in time, that's very far in the money. You want deltas of about a 0.8 or higher. By doing this, it's going to be very close, much lower than the current price of the stock. Because of this, if the stock goes down a little bit, the call option won't necessarily go down a lot here. The delta of 0.8 is what most people do in performance cover calls, 0.8 to 0.9 or so. If you go with a delta much lower, let's say you do a delta of 0.5 or in the money, then if the share price goes down, your call option could be considered completely worthless at expiration, and we don't want that to happen. So the delta of a 0.8 is a reasonable way to mimic owning 100 shares of stock. Because remember, the delta of 1 would be owning 100 shares of stock. So we're doing a little bit lower delta than owning the 100 shares, but also mimicking owning those 100 shares of stock. Then you're going to sell covered calls. There's a few different avenues here, but I think selling weekly or monthly, 30, 45 days till expiration, around a 0.3 delta, so you can receive a good amount of premium here. 0.3 delta in the sold call with a lower implied volatility can still get pretty high returns, as you'll see in the example I gave. And you don't necessarily have to go deltas 0.1s here. In a delta 0.3, you might actually hit that strike price. But as you'll see, that's not a big deal because you could actually gain money in the bought call. So let's compare an example that I did just today on Tuesday, owning a poor man's covered call to owning 100 shares of stock. I decided to pick Dropbox. It's a ticket symbol DBX. And I bought a January 21st, 2022 call option at a 25 strike price, and it cost me 6.75 times up by 100, so $675. The stock price was $30.60 when I made this transaction. So I could have went just normal route, selling covered calls by buying 100 shares at 30.6. That would cost me $3,060 in buying power. Instead, I bought that long call option for $675, and I'm still able to sell covered calls just like I was if I bought 100 shares of stock. Let's look at the actual theoretical price of this option. Obviously, it's not going to be lower than the current price. You do have to pay a little bit for this. The 25 strike that I bought it at, plus the $675 in premium, if you add that up, would be $31.75. That's how much the stock would need to be at on January 21st, 2022 to break even on this call. Okay, obviously I'm spending $675, strike price 25. If the stock price is lower than this, then I'll be at a loss. If the stock was higher than this, and also let's assume I didn't sell a covered call, then I would make money on this transaction. But exactly $31.75 would be the break-even point. So let's compare the $31.75 to the current share price of $30.60. There's a $1.15 difference between buying a call and buying the 100 shares. However, I am using much less buying power to enter this trade. I'm only using $675 instead of $3,060. That's over half. It's about 65% off the amount of buying power that I need to start this transaction. Then I want to sell covered calls because I want to be able to earn premium selling Theta. So I sold an 820 covered call at a 33 strike price for 0.5 or $50 in premium. Stock price is at 30.6. I'd get a decent amount of upside for the 33. If DBX goes from 30 to 33, then the call I bought should probably be worth a little bit more. Stock, let's say it goes past 33. This particular option will expire worthless. I do keep the $50 premium, and then I could, instead of buy, I could sell the call that I just bought. And that option should rise a little bit in value since the stock did go up. That could give a small profit as well. It's hard to know the exact value of the bought call because of the implied volatility might change, but it should be worth slightly more. Let's not even compare the value of the bought call. Just look at the premium received, the $50. I had to put in $675 to start the transaction. If I do 675 divided by 50, you get a 13.5% return on your investment in less than a month because this is an 820 expiration. Very good return on money. If you did this by buying 100 shares, you'd have to do the 3,080 over 50. Still a decent return of about 7% or so, but it would be a higher rate of return if it happens to go up to this 33 strike price. Now let's say Dropbox doesn't go to 33, and the delta is 0.3 on this, so there's about a 70% chance that it won't go to 33. If this happens, just like I normally do, like reducing your cost basis on your shares, sell another covered call, you go out another month to September, and then you receive more premium. keep receiving premium month after month. By this example, it will only take a few months at this rate to pay the full $115 in additional costs from the extrinsic value of the time value of the bought option. So the poor man's covered call does use leverage since you don't own 100 shares, but you're still able to use and sell covered calls in this transaction. What are some of the positives and negatives to poor man covered call strategy? Some of the positives: it does use less money up. It mimics owning 100 shares of stock at a lower price. And you could get out of a position with quick gains if the stock price does increase. Now, let's say the stock decreases in value, just like you would lose money if you bought 100 shares and the share price goes down. If the stock decreases in value, the bought call will also be worth less. Bought call's extrinsic value does decrease as you get to expiration. You're paying for the opportunity by buying that long call. However, Theta is lower in the beginning. We're going at least 6 months out here, so I'm going from January 22. The Theta right now is 0.0068, meaning that it costs about $68 of lost intrinsic value. That's not necessarily a big issue because I think that by selling covered calls with this lower amount of buying power, you could easily make that up in selling covered calls. Your lower option premium can be lower with low IV positions. And I don't recommend doing this for IVs of 150, 200%, but in the lower IV positions, your option premium can be a little bit lower. One way to offset that is to sell 30 deltas, so you're a little closer to at the money in the sold options. That will help receive more premium. Okay, so this is my first example using Dropbox. Feel free to join this position if you like as well. I did 2 other positions for Palantir and Wish. If you're interested in following along in the journey of doing these poor man covered calls, subscribe to that Patreon. Patreon is only $20 a month. First month is free. So if you're watching this in 1st of August, you get all of August for free. And I'll be doing update videos looking at this Dropbox position to see how much premium I'm receiving and how profitable I ideally will be on it. So again, I'm the investing teacher, high school science teacher, teaching others how to invest. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff helps out the channel. Definitely appreciate all the support we have. We're at almost 2,800 subscribers now. So I'm very blessed to see all this viewership here. And leave a comment down below if you have any questions. I'll feel free to do that in an update video and go over any Q&As here. Be good out there, make some money, and have a good one.